problem or two. You'll have to keep an eye on that if there's to be any stability in the region, won't you? Best of luck. We've recovered a torch key during our ill-fated first attempt to breach the old walls. I've seen fashioned stone like it before, but what we don't know about them would fill a library. Hieronymus points with a shaky finger. Unfortunately, when we were attacked, we got separated from Kragos' men, and one of the soldiers still has the torch key. His corpse does, to be exact. Where is the soldier's body? Just southeast of the breach. Take care, those beasts may still be on the hunt. What does this torch key do? I already know what it does. What are the next steps? Once you get the torch key, you'll be able to venture past the first chamber. He pauses for a moment. Of course, given our aborted effort, you can understand why I'd be hesitant to re-enter the old walls. My scribe, Javala, didn't survive the trip, the poor girl. He cuts off his speech to eye you with interest. I don't mean to pry, but... is that the storied shield of Azure you have there? Let the Ravaging Bane hurl themselves against that beauty. The Mage Bane will serve you well on the other side of the breach, though it may not block out the horrors of those unsightly creatures. I hope that the Silent Archive has granted you the wisdom to navigate the old walls with care. Such places are riddled with traps and pitfalls that can best even the most seasoned adventurer. I will answer any questions you have, though you're apt to tell me more of interest than the other way around. What are you seeking in the old walls? My research suggests that within these nearby old walls are a set of stone carved with an ancient script. For lack of a better term, I call them the Stones of Elucidation. His hand darts to his satchel, producing a hand-drawn sketch of an ordinary circle. I know this sketch doesn't capture the wonder, and frankly, we don't really know what they do. We found spheres of identical sizes, but different glyphs in over a dozen disparate regions of the old walls. As we find more of these stones, we can compare commonalities and sigils. With a large enough collection to study, we hope to crack the language of the old walls. Who can guess what we might learn? Hieronymus blushes. It's been a slow process. Constructing that language without living witnesses is singularly frustrating. It is a tall request, but I doubt Tunon selects fool for Fatebinders. I could use someone with your metal to brave the old walls. What's in it for me? For you, he looks askance, his chin resting in ink-stained hands. I want a copy of your arcane text. Such a steep request. His eyes widen with surprise before a smile creeps over his face. But you certainly have refined taste, and it would be an honor to have a Fatebinder annotate a manuscript of mine. He scratches his chin for a long moment before slowly nodding. Help me and I'll pay you in the future with something bound just for you. The sage bows with a nod. That is all I can expect. What of the steadfast insignia? It's just a simple trinket to the untrained eye, but every first regent since before the Unbroken earned that name, word that badge into battle. Stalwart folk are ever famous for standing their ground, and the steadfast insignia embodies their immovable nature. The wearer can resist any charge, push, or shove. He smiles, pointing to the ground, where heavy footprints are visible under layers of rust and sand. The layers of rust lets you judge the age of footprints here in the Blade Grave, and these tracks heading into the old walls date back to the opening days of Kairos' Storm. What else can you read in rust patterns? Barrick looks himself over self-consciously. My workings hypothesis is that the only person with her feet on the ground during the peak of the storm would be the bearer of the steadfast insignia. Hieronymus aims his finger along the footprints in rust until he's pointing at the old walls, but I suppose we won't know for certain until we look. What can you tell me of the old walls? Hieronymus' eyes widen. I could speak volumes, Honorable Fatebinder, but I will summarize. The old walls predated settlements of the Tiers. The passageway crisscrossed the landscape, but most good folk steer clear. Chaos' law forbids entry, which hasn't always been a problem for us, but even we saw the good sense to stay out. Explorers have found old artwork, funerary remains, and other relics of a civilization predating our own. Hieronymus lets out a long sigh as he looks at the towering wall behind him. But most find a quick death in the old walls, as the current inhabitants are inhuman predators, creatures of arcane power that appear to travel in the mists. What should I expect inside? The worst? He looks at you with a puzzled smile, his mouth moving in several half-starts. The old walls are filled with arcane beasts that attack erratically, and with little warning. My colleague can only speculate on what they are, or what possible sustenance, if any, they find in the old walls. That said, if you see one, it would be unwise to approach it and ask clarifying questions. Can you deliver a message for me? Not currently. His arms instinctively lifts up, his glove hand raised slightly above his ear, armed crooked to create a landing surface for a bird. He looks skyward, blinking as he searches the clouds for several moments. My Sunder Dove is carrying another missive at the moment. When she's returned, there may be room on her bindle for a note or two. Okay. Cool story, bro. Cool story. All right.
I got it.
Let's grab a bunch of stuff. It's fine. Weeping Wound. Gravelet. It drains health? Bro, that's cool. Tines of bedrock dot the landscape, providing little shelter from the constant winds. Okay, okay. Cool. Okay, nothing here. I guess the best I can do is just to go up here. Is it? Or that way? Nah, not even. I know it's down there. Wait. No, it's not. Is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, no, I feel better wearing this. It's fine.
Have a look here.
Bane Touch Staff? Dude. Hold on. I want to look at this. It has more DPS. And it drains health. I would lose distortion, but I don't think I need it right now. Yep.
Sorry, I can't.
Scourges.
Will do.
Go.
And face me.
I'm frightened. Damn it.
Come back and face me.
I'm still frightened.
How am I not dead yet? I'm enjoying this a little too much. God, I'm terrible at this. How am I not dead yet?
Dude, I'd like to... Okay, here we go.
You won't get
I was
away.
gonna say, I'd like to not be frightened anymore. That'd be awesome. Let's go, guys. A new Old Walls dungeon. We've done 2 already. They're usually pretty long. I'm curious though. Very curious to see like how it shapes up in there. Also, I think once we get the keystones from this one, we might be able to go back to the other ones that we have and open new paths that we couldn't do anything about before.
Trouble's afoot. They had some.
Gal boost.
Fall before me.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Take that. Fall before me.
Look at explosive missile. Look at the range now. Look at the size of the circle.
Before me.
The used to be a lot smaller than that. Bro, that's awesome. Also, Varric leveled up. Great.
We'll no doubt see more of these vile swarms as we advance.
Okay, Varric. Gonna give you a little bit more of magic defense. Just so that you're not in the negative anymore. Also, yep, that's fine.
On it.
That is perfectly fine.
Heads up. We have company.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
That one rattled me hard.
Woo! It is unclear if this Bane's snare was destroyed by the Unbroken trying to get in or the Bane attempting to escape. They called him Bane's snare. Interesting. Okay, so we have a closed door. And one of these things. Wait, I haven't found... Pardon.
Can't do that.
Wasn't I told it was in... Oh, I must have missed him outside. Because I'm supposed to be able to click on the thing and put in the stone key. But I don't have the stone key. I must have missed a body outside. Oh! I didn't even notice there was this area.
This'll be fun.
Look at that.
You dent. That one rattled me hard.
Right, damn it.
They saw that, right?
Fall before me. Come back and face me.
Hey! Nobody
I'm gonna need health.
saw that, right?
Just saying.
I dare you to try that again.
Okay, dead.
I'm terrible at this. How am I not dead yet?
Sweet. Yeah, it's probably here. Oh. This is an expression? Cool. Okay. Let's just go around. I just want to make sure that there's no like hidden cache or anything. Nope. There's not. That's a ski stone. There we go. Now we can go back in. So we have two artifacts to figure out where they are in this place. We have the Stone of Elucidation, and we have the other thing, which is the insignia. Cool. Crystal is the beacon shimmers slowly as you approach a torch key closer. Save. What have we got here? Monsters.
The old walls
Of
are not
course.
an ideal shelter for the Tempest.
Oh, there's a
It'll
lot of
have to
them.
do for now.
But they're not social. All of them. Yeah, a few of them are, the rest are not. Will do.
Oh, I'm enjoying this a bit too much.
I got it. On it.
Okay. Let's grab that. Let's fight him.
Send them at me in waves.
Probably this guy will join in. I'm assuming. He's not, but we're making him join.
Well struck. Come and feast my iron. Smash to pieces.
Bro, we're doing well for ourselves. It's going pretty well. Oh. Take a charcoal rubbing. There's just a partial thing. We're gonna need 2 more.
Spotted something.
Shit.
If I had kids, they'd be feeling that one.
Oh, shit. I don't know what that is. You see subtle movement beneath the faintly glowing surface of this
No
object.
doubt this is a particularly fierce specimen. And why else would someone go to the effort to trap it?
An entry gestures to the body on the platform in the middle of the pit. See the armor on that corpse? That's got to be the first regent. Pausing, he gives the remain a second glance. She certainly picked an inconvenient place to perish. We'll need to raise the platform if we're going to sift through her trappings. He motions toward a crumpled form near the edge. And that's Sister Javala. Nentri brandishes his quill with a quiet sigh, tapping it against his writing surface as he ponders the first word to write. A moment, please. She died young, trying to prove her worth to the sages. This must be noted. What is this thing? It's an arcane barrier, but what it prohibits and why is unclear. At first I thought it was the home or nest of the amorphous creature inside, but if this were a sanctuary, why didn't the horror come out and say hello? Lentry face turns to puzzlement. It might just be waiting for us to turn our backs. He shrugs. Knowing our luck, this is a prison to keep us safe from it, but if we want to grab that relic, we'll have to get up close to that thing and find out for ourselves. Are you sure that that's the unbroken leader? Until we've disproven the notion of elaborate mirage, I can't say I'm certain. But that corpse is wearing the First Regent's custom panoply, so it's either the First Regent or the thief that robbed her body. But for our purposes, the difference is irrelevant. The relic we seek is likely to be among the pile of bones. Of bronze. Okay, let's find a way across. Very well. We should examine everything here and see if we can decipher how the platform works, specifically how to raise it. He gestures to Javelin's body again. Perhaps we should start here. She made it this far after all. Okay. Humming keystone. A scuffed but legible glyph has been scratched into this old weathered shard. Stones like this are not uncommon in the old walls and often fit as keystones into larger structures. This particular stone vibrates gently when struck, producing an unpleasant hum. There's a small recessed panel in the stone here, and it looks like something might fit in place. Place it.
Oh, the keystone actually fits. What could go wrong now?
Did you sense that? The magic barrier lost some of its hum when you inserted that keystone. Don't say I didn't warn you. We need to reach that body. Oh, I'm not arguing for turning back now. I'm just felt the need to burden you with a reminder that our lives are in your hands. Well, thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you very much. Oh, this is one of the old walls, the other thing. Nope, not that one. Yellow might be it. Yellow or green. Both fit. What about purple? Nope. Cool, so we've done that. Doesn't really help us for here. Oh, it does. Aha!
Sorry, I can't.
Let's go up. Let's go up here. Smells like a trap.
Spotted something.
Yep. Nope, that's not a trap. It's a treasure. Oh, this is a trap. Save. As soon as I touch this, I'm sure. The purpose of this bygone altar is a mystery that the sculpted figure cradles a bowl with reverence. Take the keystone.
If we get a running start, we could leave an elongated splat. Another demonstration of our powers.
Of course, I knew this was gonna happen. That was like a 100% guarantee. It's fine though, it's fine.
That one coming.
Oh, I didn't actually finish the spell on me. Shit.
That one rattled me hard. That one rattled me hard. That was beneath me.
I got it.
Oh, if I had an iron ring for every dumbass mistake of mine.
Boom! As soon as we touch this. Piece of rubble. The small rock is surprisingly dense and weighs about as much as slightly larger rock. I know, and this is an Indiana Jones type of thing. There's a rubble. Yeah, there we go.
I dare you!
I knew it.
Will do.
Try that again! Anyone else want some of this?
That's how it's done.
Man, that thing has a lot of HP.
Right.
A lot of HP.
Have a look here.
Whoop.
There. See that?
Oh, of course. Look at all these traps,
I have a
man.
shield wall unto myself.
Oh, that could be
Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
I got it.
I'm enjoying this a little too much.
Shit, I'm frightened.
Should have seen that one coming.
You're blinded and
How am I
frightened.
not dead yet? Ah, terrible at this. How am I not dead yet?
You are finished.
I admit that from the record.
Don't know my own strength.
Whew. Okay.
Right.
So we can camp eventually here. We don't have to though, but we can if you want to.
Fate pairs well with inconspicuous defensive. Wait, I did that? Nice!
No, it's taking a lot of damage. Cool.
Interesting.
Hey, nobody saw that, right?
Okay. We'll kill that. We'll check this out and then we'll move down here. I don't want to go up a level just yet.
Submit to me.
I was kind of hoping this dungeon would only have one layer, but apparently it's not the case. Okay, I don't need that at all.
Can't
So
do that.
none of these I need. Oh, so this is broken. So going here opens this, but the other way opens the other thing. Interesting. Okay. It's this door.
Will do.
This isn't fun.
You dent.
Right.
Let's go.
I got it. I got it. Don't know my own strength.
Take me if you can. Grovel before me.
This game don't feel like I'm on hard. Maybe Path of the Dam would have been a better option.
You won't get away that
It's
easy.
fine though.
Right.
I could always try it out next time.
Spotted something.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it goes that way. What if it circles back here? And what's the problem?
Spotted something.
I got it.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of people there.
Watch it, learn.
You dent.
Can't do that.